All right, coaches, welcome back to Big Rule of the World. This is Coach Allen. I want to welcome you to episode 16, Three Common Problems with the Pool, as we wrap up our series today. I want to tell you all now, as you're in the midst of Christmas shopping and everything, this episode should be coming out about a week after Thanksgiving. Remember, take a look at the stuff we have to offer. We have a Google Classroom session. Well, build your offensive line Google Classroom, which is a tool I think we all could use and learn to use better. A tool that I think you can get better in the off season. If it's the off season for you, if you're in Virginia like me and you're getting ready for a winter season, you can get better with it. We also have my one blocking system playbook, which teaches you our inside Zier play that we made popular at Chatham last year. Well, almost 2 years ago, it feels like now. And then some other great options for you as well as a total package. But some great stuff here. Those packages are going to be on sale through the end of December. Hop in, get on those, guys. They're great stuff. Today, we're going to be wrapping up our session on the guard pool with three common problems we see in different ways you can coach it up to get those problems eliminated. First one being pad height. Players should stay low and make contact low on their opponent. We teach the strike at the thigh boards. A lot of times, one of the things that we like to do to fix this is we'll have the trap guy be a coach who's lined up with a shield. And that shield I'm going to keep, if I'm the coach, I'm going to keep below my hip. So that way the opponent, the player, the guard who's pulling is making contact and throwing that flipper at my inside hip right there on the trap pull or the pull on counter or power. We want to stay low with it. You also want to stay low as you pull, all right? Not just when you make contact, okay? I see a lot of guys who as soon as they turn to pull, they stand straight up. So sometimes we've had to train the pull in a cage before or in a lineman shoot. That way we're staying low, and you can work on that first initial steps. We talked about the three different pulls. You can work on that first initial step inside a lineman shoot. And staying low. If you don't have a lineman shoot, you can build one with PVC pipe. Okay, but the big thing there is stay low on the pull and then teach the strike point to be at the thigh boards of that defensive lineman. Obviously, if we're going for the linebacker, strike points are going to be a little bit higher. Footwork, do not go too deep. This is where I would rep that footwork on air over, and over. Know when you need a skip pull versus a flat pull. I'll see guys have to take a step back, and then they're bananaing to get up into the line of scrimmage and trap the tackle or the end. We got to stay flat. I teach it almost now as a rub route with the center when you're the backside guard. You're rubbing cloth with the center as it comes off. You're not clearing way and backing up so he can go block back. You're rubbing cloth with him. It's almost like an X block if you want to think about the belly block, if we're running belly in a wing T system. Okay? You're getting out. You're not going to back up and get out of the way. You're rubbing cloth for an exchange right there. We need to use both the skip pull and the flat pull at certain times. Remember, I like to skip pull more when I'm having to come around and keep my shoulders square to find a linebacker. I like the flat pull more when we're going to trap or we're going to power or counter. Just know what to use and when to use and give your guys the ability to assess. I talk all the time about giving our guys the different tools needed for the different jobs. You also have to give them the ability to know when to use a screwdriver or when to use a hammer, okay? Teach them why they need certain stuff in certain situations. Finally, striking point. This goes back with our low pad level. Keep your head between the ball carrier and the defender. You want to strike to the inside of him. One of the big things I talked about in the video for trap, if I'm pulling right, I'm going to trap right shoulder. I want to hit with the right flipper right there at his thigh boards. Pull to the right, trap right. Pull to the left, trap left. I want to keep my head, and I want to fit it up with his inside hip when I'm trapping a D tackle or a D end. Now, if I don't want to hit that outside arm, because if I hit that outside arm, we're trying to run inside of the trap block now. We're trying to run inside of the pull block. He's going to slide off and make the play. The other thing, too, is when you're pulling around on that ISO block that we talked about in the linebacker pull video, you're going to have to make sure you get your head where the ball needs to be run. If the ball's going to be running B-gap and I'm attacking to the linebacker from the outside angle, I want to keep my head to the outside. If a ball's running an A-gap and I'm attacking him to the inside angle, I want to keep my head to the inside of him. I want the running back I want that defender to have to fight through my head, which means he's fighting through my entire body to get to the play. Okay? If he isn't fighting through my head, he can just slip right off. That's the three big things I see, the three common problems. I suggest you put the pulls in to your offense. I think even a little good trap play, air raid teams will still run a trap. I think the pull block is a great thing. It's a great system. I grew up on it, and then when I didn't think I had guys who could run the pulling type system, I didn't think I had guys who could run G, run power, all of that, I got out of it, and now I'm back into it. I didn't like just running inside zone. But that's just a short little video for you coaches. Until next time, remember, if you want to win big and put up points, you got to dominate in the trenches. And to do that, you got to know that bigs rule the world.